You've heard of loving someone platonically, but what about loving someone Socratically? I think that would look like one of two different things. So if we look at platonic love, it doesn't mean to love in the style of Plato, at least in the way it's commonly used. It means to love like kind of according to the philosophy of Plato. And so by that logic, Socratic love would be not to love in the style of Socrates, but to love according to the philosophy of Socrates, which is basically what toddlers do. It's like asking a bunch of questions. Why are we doing this? Where are we going? Are we there yet? Of course, plenty of adults do this as well. And that's one option. The other option, which I like a bit better, a bit more poetic, not so much in imitation of the exact behavior of Socrates, but in the spirit of Socratic inquiry, would be to love someone Socratically. And this would have to do with demanding truth and excellence and clarity from the object of Socratic love. Some people call this being really disagreeable. And to be in the style of Socrates, it wouldn't be like a mean disagreement, but it would just be like I'm not gonna let you say this. If someone says something like blatantly wrong, such as, for example, you could walk on clouds if you got up high enough. The Socratic lover cares about this person with this incorrect belief, and part of that love would mean taking them closer to the truth. But you don't have to say something like, "You idiot, obviously that is wrong." The Socratic lover would approach the conversation by saying something like, "Well, that's interesting. Now, how do you explain the fact that airplanes fly through clouds all the time? They don't bump into them like solid things that we can walk on, and they certainly don't rest on top of them." And then this conversation might lead the person with the belief toward a greater understanding of the way the world works. And that would be a wholesome expression of Socratic love. For example, just not letting the people that you love Socratically get away with being wrong. Not for the sake of being right over your friends or your family or whoever, but for the sake of bringing everyone closer to the truth, which then opens the door to more conversations about even greater truths, which is really what Socrates was interested in. So now my question to you is, if you love someone Socratically in the way that I've described, do they hate you? Do they think you're really annoying and they hate every time you do this, and they don't care about anything being in the service of the truth, and they're just like, "Oh my God, stop correcting me"? Or are they like, "Thank you, I'm happy to learn from you, my friend," and they love you Socratically in return? At any rate, I'm sending you friends who appreciate Socratic love. And follow if you want to be reminded to think about Socrates, because remember, you should be thinking about Socrates every day.